Aiden, and you just stop moving in the background. We are live. This is another edition of the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Raffle. Woo! Big shout out to the Philippines. Massive shout out to the Navarro family. The only family in Bangladesh that helps us create a massive following in the Philippines. So we want to say massive shout out to you. Everybody who's come onto the website has come on from the Philippines. We've had over 50 people hit the website from the Philippines. So that's awesome. Want to see more of that. We need around, a couple 100,000 of you to follow, like, and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, we're going to get into today's session. This is about SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Raffle. We are gaining in popularity. We aren't gaining as fast as we would hopefully anticipate. Right, Jason? The whole idea of the SHIB 50/50 Raffle is to decrease the circulating supply, and it's to bring awareness to SHIB. It is absolutely to bring awareness to SHIB. The 50/50 Raffle is only supposed to do one thing for you: increase your wealth, period. Bottom line, that's it. Increase your wealth. That's it. That's all we want, is for everybody to be very, very successful. Whether you buy a ticket or not, buying a ticket helps us get there faster. It does not mean that the raffle draws are particular in any way, shape, or form against you. They are for you. That being said, we're going to get into today's session. I'm going to share this link. Hold on. We're going to do the intro because, we want to shake it out. Shake it out. Want to shake it out. Let's see if it's going to give me the same issues I was having before. Shouldn't. Okay. One. Blast off. Let's have a great and wonderful show. Let's keep it clean. SHIB Army, where are you? Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. All right. So we want to go back to the... All right. We are live. Thanks, Jason Cox, for coming in. Woo! We want to say a massive shout out to Jason. Massive shout out to Prince. Massive shout out to Wena. Massive shout out to Rowena. Massive shout out to Babe's Channel. Massive shout out to Aiden. Massive shout out to Ethan. Massive shout out to Jason M. Massive shout out to Krish, Vishaw, Jonathan, Eric. Massive shout out to Paul, Ramel, Joe. Am I missing somebody? Oh, I'm missing everybody. Massive shout out to Rainier. Massive shout out to Alex. Massive shout out to Helen. Massive shout out to Rainier's family. Massive shout out to Leica. Massive shout out to Mary Carlise. Massive shout out to everyone in the Navarro family. We want to send a massive shout out to you. We want to make sure that everybody gets heard. So everybody in the Philippines, massive shout out to you. Good morning, Philippines. Good morning, Japan. Good morning, China. Good morning, Vietnam. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, DJ. Massive shout. That's from the Philippines. It's good morning. It's good evening there, right? So Jason, good evening to you. Hopefully everything's good. I was hoping that you were going to come on yesterday because I know how close those fires were to you, and get an update and see how things are progressing. I think they've subsided, but I'm not 100% sure if they're under control or not. Yes, massive shout out. So, Jason, tonight could be the night for SHIB. There's analysts, again, take what analysts say to a grain of salt. Remember that those analysts are all part of the ecosystem development team. Oh, that's good news. God bless you, Jason. God bless you. And thanks for hearing our prayers, Lord Jesus Christ. On that note, so the analysts are predicting. Now, take this with a grain of salt, people, please. Anytime we get a prediction, it's usually full of crap, especially if it's from the ecosystem development team or development side. They are taking credit for the $713 million burn, even though they're from different wallet addresses. You notice that? They're taking credit for that. I was going to be under the same impression when we start doing burns that they would take the credit for us doing the burns too, being like, oh, we did those burns. We helped SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Raffle get substantiated. Well, in the fact that every time I talk to them, even with their magazine, they keep shutting me down. Anyway, that's nor here nor there. I thought that everybody wanted to make money in SHIB, and especially the SHIB ecosystem development team. They should all be wanting to make money in SHIB because they still own SHIB. Now, do they individually own SHIB? No. And in fact, I'll tell you how out of touch with reality they are. Anyone know who Lucy is on the SHIB? She's a big supporter of the SHIB development team. I don't like to say SHIB. I like to say just the ecosystem development team. She's a big supporter. She's also the not market analyst. I wouldn't say that. She's massively advertising for SHIB, right? No, she's massively advertising for the SHIB ecosystem development team. How do you know that? Hey, Jason, how do you know that? Yesterday, she made a statement on X. Anyone see that statement? I'll give you a ring down of that statement. If I could, I'd post it, but I don't like doing that because it just, one, it solidifies their position and it kind of puts a sour taste in your mouth once you do that about the ecosystem development because you caught them in another lie. She mentioned that there's almost a quadrillion SHIB in supply. Now, she posted this as a picture, but she left out the facts. She left out the fact that we have only 589 trillion SHIB in circulating supply. I don't know where that came from. And then she said that there's over 1.5 million wallet holders. Well, that is true, but it's at a lower value because of Athletic Buterin. Like, you guys even open up the portal for reducing SHIB circulating supply, even though we already have a burn wallet and 3 burn wallet associations with it. To open up a burn wallet portal was to help the people burn SHIB through the portal. It was supposed to lower the fees, plus give you credit back for burning. Believe that or not. So yeah, it was supposed to give you credit back for your burns. So if you individually burn SHIB, you're supposed to get kickbacks to that in the form of Shiboshis. Now what happened? Money happened. That's what happened. The Shiboshis were turfed for the burn portal. Yeah. They said, oh, hold on, we're going to come up with a currency, a new token, brand new token, that every time you burn it, you're going to get a treat for burning it. So it's like you're getting a popsicle for being a good patient. Right. So you're going to get this popsicle, this treat for being a good patient. So thank you for burning it and helping us reach our goal. But what happened was, treat turned into a currency that they could use to, again, burn SHIB so they could draw attention to treat. Once they did that, treat was supposed to be the go-to currency for people to start putting money towards. It's a trick. We don't like tricks. Trick-or-treaters is for Halloweeners, and it's not for individuals that are 15 and older. Yeah, and we don't want to host a trick-or-treating event every day. It's just not the way it works. But that was the SHIB that's the ecosystem development team side of it. Okay, so they're saying Okay, now this is where we say this. Take this with a grain of salt. They're saying 660% increase from here. It remains to be seen. Me and Jason and Prince and everybody, we want to see SHIB go to dollar. We want to see it go to $10. We want to see it go to $100, $1,000. That's where we want to see SHIB going in the next little while. How can we get there? Well, there's two options. One, you let the banks do their thing, and they're doing their thing. They're buying SHIB on a massive scale. Now, unfortunately, they're also forcing it down so they can buy it all. And if you haven't noticed, Robinhood has acquired another 83 billion SHIB, and they just bought another 4 billion SHIB yesterday. So they are doing their part. They're acquiring. Now, what is Binance doing? Binance is acquiring it at a lower scale and then putting it on their 9 trillion tokens they already have available. So what they're doing is they're doing it smartly. They're doing it out of character. So what I mean by that is they're doing it on a smaller scale. So if it's under 500 million, it's not going to be in the top 100 wallet holders. It's off the scale. So once it gets to 500 million and they divide it into a couple wallets, then they move it up to the top so that it doesn't look like they're acquiring anymore. And crypto.com is doing the exact same thing. They're doing the smart way. They're doing it with 1 trillion to 550 million or billion, 550 billion, sorry, not 550 million, 550 billion SHIB. So it's still millions of dollars being spent on acquiring SHIB. Now, you can bring up the argument that Robinhood and BlackRock are actually buying crypto.com. They're buying XRP, Litecoin, OM, ICP. Because they're buying everything. But at the amount that they're buying, that's not in comparison with what they're buying with SHIB. Because what they're doing with SHIB is they're actually shorting SHIB on the high end and then forcing SHIB to come down. So people aren't catching on to it. And unfortunately, that's the truth of it. They're just not catching on to it. And we're going to go into what we're here for, and that is the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle. Now, I'm making tutorials on the rules and conditions so that it's easier to follow and then you can just look up the video rather than reading it, because I know how much people hate reading stuff. So, Jason, you think that's a good idea? Do up video tutorials on the SHIB rules and conditions. If you think that's a good idea, give me a thumbs up. Or, give me a wave and say, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Doing that aspect of it, I think that people, likes that idea. Yeah, I think that's a good idea myself, to allow videos, because I now have a video. I don't know if you've seen it, Jason. It was out yesterday on how to buy SHIB tickets. Okay, it's pretty. I don't know if it's not exactly straightforward. It's a little complicated, but it because it's SHIB, you can't transfer fiat. You can't transfer other currencies, right? You can't transfer other currencies into SHIB. You can't swap it. The reason why you can't do that is because then it becomes a legality problem with the return on SHIB. So if that makes any sense to you. So let's say I have Ethereum, and even though it's on the same blockchain and it has the same characteristics, I would have to go to Ethereum and ask them permission if it's okay to use their platform to transfer SHIB from ETH to SHIB so that I can accept that currency transfer. I don't want to do that because it takes time and effort. If I had the whole community behind me of like 4 or 5 million of you, 8 million, 10 million of you, and 3 or 4 of you wanted to go out there and ask, absolutely. If you wanted to take it upon yourselves to say, hey, how come you're not supporting the channel? It makes like you're owning all your fellow workers that work at Ethereum own a lot of SHIB. Wouldn't it be in their best interest to support the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle at this stage of the game? Wouldn't it be in their best interest? And you can say that with Binance, you can say that with Robinhood and BlackRock, you can say that with CoinGecko, OKX, like the list goes on, right? How many of them actually hold SHIB? There's an enormous amount of cryptocurrencies that own SHIB. They just don't own it on a massive scale, as like Binance, OKX, Gate.io, HTX, Bitflyer. They just don't own it on that kind of scale. Bitflyer is only still at 1.3 trillion. So HTX 2.1, 2.2, like 1.2 trillion. It seems like a lot, but it's an exchange. So we don't know if they actually hold it or if they're holding it for the people that are on their exchange. And it kind of bears witness to the extremities. It's not them that are owning it, it's the investors on their exchanges that hold it. But when you look at Robinhood and you look at BlackRock and you look at Crypto.com and you look at Binance, it's not all investors that are holding it. It's actually the exchanges that are holding it. And they're the ones making the money off of it because they're the ones that, like you, Jason, they can offer you a lower fee. Pepe going up now. Did you buy any Pepe? Maybe I should buy Pepe. I was looking at Pepe too a little while ago. And I'm like, wow, it's at 5072. Almost 5062. It could have some massive upside. But keep in mind, Pepe has no reduction, so it's in and out, right, Jason? It's all about, you ride it. You don't ride or die. Like SHIB is a ride or die, in my opinion. Not today. Not today. Well, we'll look at Pepe. I was looking at Pepe earlier. I don't know. Oh, that's the exchanges. Hold on a second. We'll look at, first of all, we'll look at this systematics of the channel. But from what I understand, we had so yesterday we had 4 views, 15 page reviews. Woo! Awesome. Today, so we had 4 and we had 15 page reviews, which is high for page reviews. Last time we had page reviews was February the 23rd, which hit 3 visitors, 25 page reviews, which is awesome. That means there was full engagement from the 3 people watching it. We have 652 visitors since October. Remember, we want 300,000 views a day, right? That's not our goal, but that's where we want to start seeing that capitulation. And I did the math for everybody. So if you watch the video, please rewind and go over it. So we said that 21,000 because I rounded it up. Actually, it's 20,610. Okay, so when I rounded up to 61,000 for the ticket sales to host an event, it's actually less than 21,000. It's 20,610 to host a live event. Okay. So I have to go change the rules and conditions to allow that. But I was rounding it up because, well, we got fees on top of that, right? So I was like figuring out, if you look at it on a prospectus, the fees associated with it, 400 SHIB, does it really make a difference? Really? Right? So a lot of people would say, no, not at this stage. As it gets closer to the 1 cent, 10 cent, 20, absolutely makes a huge difference. But at this stage of the game, no, it has like little bearing on it. It's a couple cents either way, right? Well, not a couple cents. It's like $3 to $4, but that's a ticket, right? So, that's a couple of tickets. It's all in perspective, right? That's the whole thing. If you want the breakdown of exactly how much it is, it's 20,610 tickets have to be sold to host a raffle event. Now that is less than the 21,000, but it's not drastic, and it's a worldwide event. So, that in perspective. Where do we sit with store value on SHIB? Okay, so obviously we haven't sold any tickets. So no ticket sales. There's not much we can do about it. All we can do is promote. And I've been promoting on X like being a dead horse. X does not like me. I post a lot on X, and the most I've ever gotten on X is 1,100 hits. And that's only because I put Snoop Dogg on there. Maybe I should add more Snoop Dogg, eh? Not today. Okay, so, right, Jason. We want to go into, where do we want to go? We want to go into, let's go into the wallet addresses. Okay, so we'll share the link for the wallet addresses. So we are up 501,473. Go to the website, and I got down 41, 1,400,000. No, it's not. Jeez, Will, you're losing it. 5. Oh, 1. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's no longer 1,4. It's 1,501. So we've come all the way back. We've gained that 10,000 that we lost, and now we're gaining. We're now moving into new territory for the new wallet holders. So that's good news. And we're doing it at a lower rate too, right? So remember, we were at a certain rate. I don't know if that makes any difference to you or not. Yeah. Okay, let's get into the markets. Yeah, so I'm working on the new video that's going to be, but it's going to be broken up into about 4 videos or 6 videos. Try and do them, ram them off as quickly as possible. Now, majority of these videos, please keep in mind they're all AI, and I got to go through them and edit them all. It's going to take some time to do that. It's not going to be an easy process. Most of the jargon that's in there is actually legal jargon, so it's kind of dry, and there's nothing I can do to spice that up. It's just it's just fundamentals, right? But it does go into explaining why we host a SHIB, why we're able to host a SHIB 50/50 raffle. So for those that are worried about us hosting a 50/50 raffle, if it's legal, it is legal. You got to understand the whole point of the legality is that SHIB has no regulation. So it has no governance. We don't have to ask permission from anybody except for the wallet holders, which is us, which is kind of, to me, it's kind of pointless because who doesn't want SHIB to reduce the circulating supply? That's the question you should be asking. Who doesn't want it? And then ask them, okay, so why wouldn't you want SHIB to gain in value and decrease the amount of circulating supply? If it drives up the price and makes you extremely wealthy, I don't see the downside to it. There shouldn't be a downside to this. And because we're hosting it and we have I have to have a board of directors. I have to have a trustee to make sure that everything is that we keep up with our promise, right? That we're actually doing what we say we're going to do. I have Jason Cox on. He's on here all the time. You can ask him, why are we hosting it? Why are we doing it? And he probably won't be able to answer you until we host the first raffle draw and we hire him as a consultant or data entry clerk when it comes time to host an event. We hire him. He can then solidify all the positions available because he'll be able to see all the wallet addresses coming in, all the sales that are taking place, and then where is the SHIB being sent to. So he'll know for a fact that it's going to the winner. The winner is obviously going to know that he won the money. But then I have Jason, I have Prince, I have anyone else that wants to take part in that. Yeah, it sounds good. So when it goes in, everybody understands that everybody sees the money actually being transferred. Because that's all we do. We just transfer SHIB back and forth, right? So that's it. Once the money comes in, it goes out. And it goes out to the winner, and it goes out to the reduction in SHIB circulating supply. We pay after we've done the raffle. We pay Jason Cox to get paid. If he wants to get paid in cash, we'll just wire transfer him the money. And that goes for anybody who wants to take part and be part of the SHIB Worldwide 50 raffle and wants to make money, please let me know. Make sure that you come on though every single day, because if you don't come on every single day, how do I know that you're interested, right? And we do pay you $50 an hour, but remember that it's $50 an hour in Canadian currency. If you want to get paid in SHIB, no problem. You're going to get more money in SHIB, but it's going to be transferred in SHIB. So the wallet address that you see is also going to give you your SHIB, and it's going to be right away. And the amount that you're going to make is 50 pounds per hour, not $50 Canadian. In retrospect, so you just keep that between us, right? So anyone who wants to get paid in SHIB, you make more money, because I got to transfer that money. That money is going to transfer into my wallet address. I got to transfer that money into fiat currency and then pay all my associates that are under me, depending how many tickets we sell. Now, we sell 100,000 tickets. It's just going to be me and Prince. We sell 300,000 tickets. It's going to be Jason, maybe Gabriel, maybe Catherine, helping Prince out. I'm not sure who's going to be helping. One of the family members, maybe. I'm not sure. But anyone who takes part in the raffle will have to fill out a disclosure agreement. Everybody that will be the disclosure agreement is going to come something like this: that everything that you take in must be deleted after the raffle draw. You cannot keep any information. Everything is kept secret, private between us and the contestants of the raffle draw. So please keep that in mind. We have privacy laws that we have to abide by. Even though it's in SHIB, we still have rules and regulations, right, guys? We still have those rules and regulations set in so that no one keeps that information. That information is privilege information. So that information is going to be destroyed immediately after we do the raffle draw and they get their money and they get confirmation of their money. Bam, done. Everything gets turfed, ready for the next raffle. Sound good? Sounds good. Everybody agree with that? And that's the whole point of it. Just so that we're keep everything legitimate and above board. Just so that our code of ethics meet the standards of an actual raffle draw that would happen in any state, country, or code of conduct. Even though we don't have to keep those standards, it is imperative that we keep those standards for our integrity. And our integrity is everything. As everyone knows, integrity in this and with this event would be crucial to our success and to everyone else's success, because we want to keep saying and doing what everybody expects us to do, which is reduce SHIB circulating supply, increase its wealth, and have fun and gain in that whole prospectus. Well, that's great. Got to get into, where was I going? Cryptocurrencies. Real-time market. Ooh, wrong. Ouch. No, say it ain't so. We will not go to the window. Okay, yeah, I'm in BTC. I could just share the link with BTC. We're now at 12.140.12944. We could look at, okay, let's go in, we'll go Pepe. Pepe USDT 76. It's up 2.08%. It hasn't done anything. It's in this consolidation phase. And the reason why we do charting at this point on the junction, we'll go in. This is the 1 hour. We want to go to 1 day. Okay, so we were at a low of 7288. Now we're at 7855. So we're up pretty, well, it's not significantly. I wouldn't call it significantly. And those that are into charting, you can do it the 15 minutes. So we're in this capitulation, right? So is there some money to be made here? I would say no. Okay, this is not a good trading platform. You're looking at straight capitulation. Now, the news on yesterday, Farrell, was that they're going to have to reduce rates eventually because the economy isn't as strong as they thought it was. So at some point, he's going to start reducing rates. Now, when is that going to happen? We have more unemployment in the U.S. that's gaining steam. We got, which is not good. So the first thing they want to do is stimulate the economy. That's their first order of business. Now they're looking at it going to tariffs. So the reason why we have instability. So that's why that's why Farrell didn't do anything with the rate changes, because it's just not enough information, and the information is he's afraid of is just tariff driven. So just fear mongering between the exchanges. So it has nothing to do with the wide area's perspective of what is being brought forward. We'll share the link here. Nice cup of coffee from the Philippines, because they make their beans here. So we're going to share this. Hey, Jason, we're going to share this. This is 84,000 for Bitcoin, 1,900, almost 2,000 for Ethereum. XRP is at $2.42, which we would have bought at 62 cents. It's all perspectives on what you want. Cardano 71.86. Cardano should be at approximately over $1.40 right now. It's not. Dogecoin at 16 cents. I want you to look at these market capitalizations, okay? This is a good point. So we're at 25 billion for Dogecoin. Cardano's at 25 billion. Solana is at 65 billion. BNB is at 89 billion, but BNB is a form of Bitcoin, which is kind of funny. And XRP is at 141 billion. So you want to keep that in perspective, right? So 141 billion. Now, if SHIB were to get to 150 billion, how much of an increase would that be? And hold it. Because could it hold it? It should be holding it because it's reducing its circulating supply. And we can prove that it's reducing its circulating supply. It's very easy for us to give proof, because proof is where it's at. We're up 495%. 495% burned since yesterday. Yesterday we burned 2 or 3 million SHIB, or was it 4? Maybe 4 million SHIB. Yesterday. Today is up. We burned 15. No, not 15. We've burned 14. Okay, just over 14 million SHIB today. But if you look at the wallet addresses, this is why I said that the ecosystem development team is taking the credit for it, even though their wallet address isn't being used or utilized from the Shibarium perspective. So why are they taking claim for it? And are they going to do the same thing with me? Once we start reducing SHIB circulating supply, are they going to start, oh, that's us. We're allowing them to do that. It's like, what? You want nothing to do with me. What are you talking about? They want nothing to do with the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle. That's just ridiculous. We'll share this too. This is important. This is the 100 wallet holder. Even though this is not accurate, remember we said this before, it's not accurate because it's like 36 to 96 hours out. I thought it was like 48 hours out at first, but then I started to do some analytics on it. It's ridiculous. Now, if you haven't noticed, this little guy right here, this is BlackRock, number 2, 47 trillion, 225. Yesterday it was 215. That's 10 billion with a B, 10 billion more than it had yesterday. And then the day before that was 0, 1, 2. Remember that? 472 0, 1, 2. So how much is that is added? 223? Yeah, 223 billion with a B. And before that it was 46 billion. And it's been climbing steadily. That's why I'm saying, even though there's nothing here on this side, it's still climbing. So there's manipulation going on. You better believe there's manipulation going on. Now we go all the way down to 100 wallet holders. You'll notice that the 500 billion are missing. Okay, the 500 billions are gone. Okay, and there's 8 of them. There's 8 wallet holders holding over 500 billion. Those are gone. Those are now below 100 wallet holders. So the top 40 wallet holders, except for the first one, because the first one's a dead-end wallet address. This is 410, that's dead-end wallet. And notice it always says 38 million. So you know it's not accurate. But if you go to anywhere else to try and find the actual value, you can't find it anywhere. It's all over the place. If you go and try and look for somewhere else, it's a kerfuffle. It's a big mess. Okay, so there we are. Yeah. We'll go back to sharing this one. Yeah, we lose power here. So when we lose power, sorry about that, Jason. Once we lose power, Master shout to babes. Yeah, so once we lose power here, I have no internet. But that's like that back home too. But here it happens more frequently. So please bear with me. I try and come on. If I can't come on, but we can't host a raffle, there's no sense in coming on and then sharing back and forth, right, Jason? We want SHIB to grow exponentially. That's exactly what we want. This is what the channel is all about, is SHIB. We don't talk about any other coins. We do talk about them, but we don't talk in any kind of prospectus on it. We don't do any analytics. We do break down SHIB into 2 categories. One is adding price action, and then how to reduce the circling supply by driving in more demand. More demand is where we are focused. That's where our main focus is to drive that awareness. 1.5 million wallet holders in the entire world, and everybody should have 2 wallets in SHIB. Now, does that mean to have 2 wallets, one to buy the raffle tickets and one to buy? No. If you're thinking that way, it'd be 3 wallets that you'd probably want in a different currency, only because you're only just transferring it in. And then when you want it transferred out, you just tell us that you want to transfer to this wallet. Copy paste the wallet address. Shoot us an email. We'll send it to that wallet address when you want. Right? Now, do we want everybody to jump in and post their wallet address they want to send to? Not necessary. Because we send confirmation that you won through our associates, Jason Cox, myself, Gabriel, Leah, if she's available, myself and Prince, and of course anyone else that, because it's got to go through at least 4 people's eyes and then get verified that way so that we can pay that person immediately. And then we send him off an email saying, this is the wallet address. Did you want to send to, or did you want to send it to a different wallet address? Then they're going to respond. Once they get response, we send it back to them and saying, okay, please confirm that this is the wallet address. And they'll probably be like, well, this is kind of repetitive. Be like, well, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it works. And we want to make sure that this wallet address matches the wallet address you sent us. We don't want because we don't want you to come back, because we can't give you that money back. Once that money is gone, that money is gone. So that's why we do it repetitively, right? So just please keep that in mind when you win. It's not that we're holding the money from you. It's just that we want to make sure that the wallet address, if it's not changed, there's nothing. Okay, we just ask you one simple question. We're sending you the money. Is this the wallet address that you want us to send it to? And you go yes or no. If you don't want it, that means give us the new wallet address you want us to send it to. We're going to confirm that wallet address with you before we burn anything, before we do anything. We send you the wallet address that we asked you to confirm it. You say, yes, that's the wallet address. We send it instantly. Okay, me and Prince will look over it and send it to you instantly. After you have got that pending notification, please keep in mind, anything over 500,000 US dollars is in question. You get it right away, absolutely, but it's in question. So, and it depends on your exchange. So if it's, hundreds of billions of SHIB, That's 1 million pounds worth of SHIB being sent over the wire. Now that won't get stopped. It'll be instant, right? You'll still get it like it was 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. It doesn't really matter. The thing is that once it gets there, there's going to be a hold on that money. Please keep that in mind. They're going to hold it. Now, some exchanges like Binance, Crypto.com, Robinhood, they're going to pay it just like that because they can back it up. They have the funds to back it up with it. Other exchanges may not have those funds available for you to cash it out into your fiat currency. Please keep that in mind. Okay? They're going to be able to swallow it like it was nothing on BlackRock, Robinhood, Binance, Crypto.com, Coinbase, Bitmart, any of these other big exchanges, Bybit. They're going to have no problem giving you the money right away because they already have that money set aside to pay you. Okay, so you're going to sell it back to the marketplaces. They're going to assume it right away and give you the money instantly. But other exchanges, I'm not 100% sure on because it depends on how much liquidity they have, how much money they have. So to move that kind of currency around, even if you talk to a bank, it would take almost a month for that amount of money to go through from bank to bank. That's just, and it was in the same city, it'd have the same problem. Like everybody wants to make money off of it interest wise, right? So every day they make a certain amount of money on interest, like $30, $50, $60. That $60 compounded over 30 days is a lot of money. And did you make any money on that? No, you lost money because it cost you $27 to do the transaction. It's a scheme, yeah, but that's the whole point of it. That's just the way it works, right? So in cryptocurrency, you don't have that wait time. You only have 5 or 6 days. And is it business days? No, it's 5 or 6 days, period. Done, deal. Because cryptocurrencies is all the time, 24/7. So there's no business days in cryptocurrency. So that's a huge benefit to everybody. And yes, once it says pending on your point, that means the money is sitting in your account. You can't touch it for 7 days. But we can burn SHIB with that pending order. Okay, so you see the pending order? Yes. If it's $5,000, $10,000, $100,000, no problem, right? $100,000 worth of SHIB, 100,000 pounds worth of SHIB. It should go through very, very quickly within 1 to 2 minutes, and then we can do the burn rate after you get confirmation that you're able to utilize it any way you want. You can send it from that wallet to another wallet if you want. Take part in the next raffle draw. Who knows? It's up to you, right? It's your money. You do what you want with it. And then we reduce the circulating supply. We want to make sure that everybody has a chance to take part in the raffle draw and see the benefits of reducing circulating supply on a massive scale. That's the whole point of the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle in the first place, is to speed things up. So the whole process is to speed things up. So that's why we host it every 24 hours, right, Jason? Hosting it 24 hours does two things for us, right? Solidifies our position in the marketplace as a global entity and a global raffle. The other one is integrity, which is the most important part of our aspect, is integrity. We want to make sure that when we host a 24-hour raffle, that we are consistent. We do things consistently all the time. So that is why it's so important, the 24-hour raffle, because it's such a global phenomenon that we want everybody to understand what that means for the entire world, to exploit that and to take part in that whole concept. That's what we want. We want to drive that factor home. And then the best way to do it is go on the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle, or SHIB5050raffle.com. Make sure you hit and like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure that you're taking part in taking notes on everything that we're trying to do here for the whole entire community to build your awareness. Now, if you go to the website, you go to the last page where it says, you'll understand this really fast because we made this page. It's called Available Tickets. Every time we sell a ticket, that's one less ticket available on the market. Okay, and we have a limited tickets, obviously. You can't have an infinite amount of tickets if you have a currency that's reducing its circulating supply. So every time the SHIB goes down in circulating supply, there's less available. It should drive the price up. that has not sunk into anybody that holds SHIB except for the ones that keep following this channel. And that was the point of making this in the first place, this last piece of the puzzle. Okay. When you come on here and it says available tickets, it actually means available tickets right now. So this is right now. So we haven't sold any tickets. So every time we sell a ticket, it comes off. So right now at the current price, 55,000 SHIBs per ticket. And that's per pound, half a pound. Okay. Is 10,624,492,731 SHIBs available. This is SHIB available, right? That's tickets available. Sorry, tickets available. So that gives you an idea. Once you start selling tickets, it comes off of this if the price were to remain the same. Please keep in mind, if the price remains the same. So that's why we do that to build awareness for the SHIB community. Oh, where are we here? I want to go down here a little bit and watch a few of the currencies because we're at number 17. We've been dropping and gaining. In theory, Jason, and in theory, Babe's channel, SHIB should always go which direction? Up, up, up and away. Why? And this is how we know we are not getting popular with anybody. The reason why that is because if it were so, SHIB should never go down. SHIB should always continually go up. Now, does that mean that everybody is buying? No. It just means that the general prospectus is that if it's going down, it's because people are not aware that SHIB is reducing its circulating supply. If it's not reducing its circulating supply, then you can see some drops. But if it's continually reducing its circulating supply, should increase the value. Doesn't mean that people aren't selling it. It just means that people are aware and are taking advantage of people selling it. That's the bottom line. Thank you. I'm Will, your host. Have a great and wonderful evening. We're going to get those videos out to you guys as soon as possible. That's going to break down the so please watch for the first video today on the rules and conditions. Now, we are changing the rules and conditions, like I said to Jason Cox earlier. To host a worldwide SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle, we broke it down to 20,610 SHIBs that have to be sold in order to host an event. And I'm going to just confirm that right now, because the last thing you want to do is go put your foot in your mouth. Yeah, 20,610. 20,610 to host the first raffle event. Now, that does not take into account, no, let's go and should go into an account here. Yeah, it should be. Sorry, Jason. And then 20,625. I forgot about the $5 gas fees that were charged to transfer the money. To take the money in, we get charged $0, but to transfer it out, we get charged $5 on every single transaction. So we already have that set up with the account. That they're actually giving us a huge benefit to trading on their platform, so that everything that comes in, there's no fees associated, but everything going out, there is fees associated. So for everybody that wants to get paid, is $5,005.61. So the 1 cent you're going to get, you may or may not get in SHIB. I hope you get it in SHIB, but that's the breakdown. And of course, all of us that are in the raffle, that are watching it, are going to have eyes on the screen to see that, and then you can confirm that information. And then you can tell us if we're like Jason be able to tell us right now and say that yes, we are good. We're good to go. We can pay that person, and then we'll see, and then we get a confirmation from him to see how much it cost. Exactly, and then we can go from there. So that would be great, right? And that goes for everybody that comes in, and we host an event, and then we pay you as just to verify the accounts and verify the wallet addresses and verify the person that we're sending it to is the winner. And we have that confirmation between 4 people that are not associated with us, except through the business. And that's the whole point of it. So they're like a third party or a freelancer. If you do a good job, we hire you back. You don't do a good job, I'm sorry, but we probably won't call you on anything else, because we're on a time constraint, right? Everybody, like Jason, we're on time constraint. We want to burn SHIB as quickly as possible, and we don't want to leave people, oh, I didn't win, I don't want to take part in the rest of it. No, all these people are going to be sticking around to see the burns, and that's the other part of it. Then Jason Cox gets to witness it, Prince gets to witness it, and then we do the burn, and then see how long it takes for the burn to go through. It shouldn't take any more than a couple of minutes, between 3 and 4 minutes before the burn goes through, and then we get a notification from that we've reduced SHIB circling supply, and we just keep track of it on the SHIB Burn portal. Well, not SHIB Burn portal, but on the SHIB Burn page. So once it goes through, it'll be on this page, and you'll be able to track our wallet. Okay, so that's just that simple. You'll be able to track the wallet history and the wallet that's being sent to. And then the money is liquidated. We're good to go for the next raffle. And just that quickly, we're off and running to the next 24 hours to sell even more tickets. Because as we know, it's electrifying, right? Everybody wants to make money. There's not a single soul out there that doesn't want to make money. So as soon as the first raffle goes through, every other raffle after that, it's going to be like gangbusters, because everybody's going to start to see, hey, this is actually reducing SHIB circulating supply. This is actually benefiting everybody in the world. Yes, I am going to make a lot of money supporting this. Whether you buy tickets or not, you're going to be supporting it, because it's going to reduce circulating supply. It's going to increase your wealth. Period. End of story. Every single day, your SHIB, in theory, like it is right now, in theory, should be going up. It isn't. We're not doing our job. But if the raffle starts to take a hold, it will happen extremely fast. So fast, it'll make your head spin, and it'll keep us on our toes. Because to host a 24-hour raffle, if we sell 1 billion, hey, Jason, we sell 1 billion tickets or 10 billion tickets, we're not going to be able to host a raffle over 24 hours. I'm sorry, it just won't happen. But we will be able to pay people out on a daily basis, because we'll have to hire. Jason, we'll be hiring you instantly. You'll probably get paid for like 5 or 6 days, 12-hour days, 14-hour days, $50 an hour. And that goes for Gabriel, Leah, anyone who wants to take part in it, because we have 129 people to pay, right? To go through 129 people, different raffle draws, because we have every 4,100,000 is another winner. Every one of them have to get paid. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to keep up with it, but I don't know if we have enough people on the fast track, and then each of these people are going to be responsible for 5 or 6 people to get paid. So you have to go through a lot of numbers, and then send them emails back and forth saying, are you associated with Will? Are you associated with Prince? Are you associated with Jason? Are you associated with Gabriel? It's a fanatical thing, but you have to ask those questions, because they're not supposed to be related to you. Direct relationships. Now, your cousins doesn't matter, right? Your first cousin, it doesn't matter, right? As long as they don't see you on a daily basis, take part in what you're doing on a daily basis, that's fine. But if it's your wife, kids, no, they can't take part in the raffle. So you have to ask these questions to the people that are associated, because it's such a high amount. We want to make sure we get it right the first time, and this will take days, right? I'm hoping that within 5 or 6 days, 90% of the people will have gotten their money. And then they're waiting, and then we're reducing. Okay, so they're waiting 6-7 days from the first time we held the raffle, from the first 10, 15, 20 people that we paid out, 4 million, like that's a lot of tickets, right, guys? Talking billions of SHIB being handed out to people. And then there's no supply. It's like zero supply left, like zero. So please keep that in mind. And then we're burning the rest of it. So yay! Yeah, and Jason would be happy because he's getting paid. You're not going to get paid right away. You got to wait too. Everybody's got to wait. Because I know I say I pay you every day at the end of the draw. Yeah, that's if it's under. Got to be reasonable, right? 10 billion tickets. That's a lot of tickets. That's 129. Actually, it's 130 winners. Okay, so that in itself would take a bit of time to pay those people. Once those people are paid, though, we can burn SHIB. And then we got Jason. We got hopefully around 40 people that can verify the accounts. Then once that's verified, we pay everybody. No, we burn SHIB right after that. Everybody gets paid. 130 winners get paid. We pay the SHIB burn. We give the money to the SHIB burn. Done. And then everybody gets paid right afterward. Does that sound fair, Jason? That's, what 5 or 6 days, 7 days, maybe, to do 120. Like that would be phenomenal. And then if we sell that many more tickets in the next week, we would be, I'm just thinking of the worst case scenario or best case scenario, depending on how you're looking at it. The worst case scenario for us as a someone trying to host a 50-50 raffle every single day, and then we get shut down because we now have to pay all these people and then go through and verify each of their accounts and then go through and verify that they're not associated with us. Because with me and Prince, it's friends, family, it's anyone associated with us that we talk to on a regular basis cannot take part in the raffle. Any of our family or friends, our cousins, our uncles, anyone like that, they can't take part in the raffle. That's just because we are the ones hosting it. Everybody else, like Jason Cox, Gabriel, your family can't take part in the raffle. So your mother, your father, your wives, and your kids can't take part in the raffle. But your cousins and uncles can take part in the raffle. Nephews, aunts, yeah, they can take part in the raffle. It's just us, me and Prince, that can't take part in those raffles. Anyway, I'm Will, your host. I'm going to call it a night, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope it was informative of how you're going to get this, how you feel this is going to take part in your daily lives. I want to say God bless each and every one of you. Jason, our prayers go to you and your family and your friends in Oklahoma. There was a little segment on TikTok today talking about somebody putting forth a video asking for donations for California. Can you believe it? Like now it comes out about California asking for donations. I was thinking that's kind of funny because it's been months afterward. Anyway, neither here nor there. I don't know people who do this. I don't know if they have insurance or not, or if the insurance is not covering everything. They should be going after the insurances for it. But anyway, I'm Will, your host. Have a great and wonderful evening. Didn't really want to get into that because it's really got nothing to do with really anything. Just that's the whole purpose of timing. When you do timing, you don't want to leave it off too long because people get deterred. That was my whole shakedown of that insurance fiasco with California. So I know that anyone in Oklahoma now will be pushing the narrative and then pushing that forward quickly. So to get that on TikTok, get that on Facebook. I don't have insurance. Please, could you blah, blah, blah. Because you want to get that narrative in as soon as possible so that people become aware of it and can take action. When they get that information months down the road, it doesn't have the same impact. Let's just put it that way. It looks like a hoax, right, Jason? It just that's why we didn't want to do that with the 50-50 raffle in the first place, is because it doesn't look good on our behalf. That's why we want to host a 24-hour raffle. Now we sell too many tickets. We can't host a 24-hour raffle. It's just common sense. You have to pay these 129 people. You have to ask these questions. You have to get confirmation of each and everyone's email addresses and then send them the money. And then post their wallet addresses and pictures of them. We won't be able to post pictures of them receiving their money unless they want to share that information. And that's privileged information, by the way, guys. You'll have their name. It'll be on the website. We'll be posting it. We'll also have a reduction in the amount of tickets that you can possibly purchase after the fact, right? And then the amount of burns that have happened, and it'll be on a massive scale. We're hoping within a very short period of time, we'll have trillions potentially every single month being reduced until we get to a certain point where the exchanges are still making a determination of whether or not they want to take part in the raffle or not. Because remember, they're holding 54% of the total circulating supply. Now, are those being held in people's accounts, or are those being held by the exchanges? But you can bet for sure 50 to 70 trillion SHIB is being held without people's wallets associated with it. So that's being held by the exchanges themselves. 70 trillion, that's a lot. Plus then we have the 5 trillion that's being staked that is also off the grid, because it takes 28 days to get that money back on the exchange to be able to trade it. So 5 trillion, and then you have 70 to 80 trillion that's being held by the cryptocurrencies, by the exchanges, not cryptocurrencies, sorry, crypto exchanges. And that's money you can't touch unless they're willing to allow it being reduced, taking part in the raffle draws. So please keep that in mind. So the amount of available tickets obviously are drastically lower, but it's still like between 1% and 5%. It's not a huge part of the SHIB 589 trillion. Just keep that in mind. Thank you. I'm Will, your host. Have a great and wonderful evening, and we're going to rock you out. Shout out to Prince. Massive shout out to Bishop. Massive shout out to Eric. Massive shout out to Joe, Ramel, Kirsch, Paul. Massive shout out to Jason M, Ethan M, Dong, Philippines, India, China, Indonesia. I'm missing Australia, Africa, Europe. Massive shout out to Russia. Massive shout out to UK. Hey! Massive shout out to Sweden, Finland, Lithuania, Germany, Spain, France, Scotland, Ireland, Greece, Bangladesh, Turkey. Massive shout out to you. Sudan. Massive shout out to you. Egypt. Massive shout out to you. Massive shout out to everyone in Israel and Gaza. Massive shout out to Syria. Massive shout out to South Africa, the Congo. Massive shout out to Ivory Coast. Massive shout out to United States of America. Trump, we say hello. We salute you. Right? Thank you for making sure that everybody in the world has an opportunity to take advantage of bringing companies back into their own countries. It's an awesome thing. We mainly promote everything that goes on in those countries because we promote people making money. Absolutely. Every country in the world should have their own backdoor mechanics. So then it drives down the price of the parts that you need to replace, so that you're not always going out and buying brand new stuff. If you can, that's exactly what happens. It's cheaper to buy brand new than it is to fix your vehicle. If you're building it there, it's just common sense, right? And I think that's what Trump is trying to do, is bring home that common sense aspect of it. And everybody should be taking part in it, and everybody should be like, yeah, I want that. That's what I want. If I'm going to buy Ford, I want to be able to build my Ford in the UK. I want to be able to build it in Spain. I want to be able to build it in France. I want to be able to, I don't want to go to the United States to buy my parts. I want the parts manufactured here in my country. Why not? And then you'll hire Americans to do that, to set that up? Absolutely. Same thing goes for every place in the world. That's all Trump's trying to do, is trying to get so that Mercedes, hey, you build here. You build your parts here. You want to sell your vehicles here? You build here. You want Germany to do the exact same thing with the BMW? You have it built here. It's just common sense. All the supercars, hey, those guys are rich. they can afford to send a part. They can't. Once that part costs $4,000, $5,000, it can be built in the USA, and it's $800, $900. It's still more expensive to buy it than a domestic, but it drives down the price of it. It's not $4,000 anymore, and then I got to pay transportation costs on top of that. And then it's going to take 3 months to get here because I don't want to pay $2,000 out shipped to me instantly. It's just not feasible because you're paying for weight on the plane. So just keep that in mind. That's why it's in, like Trump said, short-term pain for long-term gain, and the gains outweigh the pain. So that's the whole purpose. And I'm Will, your host. We got a little sidetracked there, but God bless each and every one of you. Peace out to everybody, and we are out of here. Oh, thank you for coming. Had a great show. Awesome content. Thank you. Bye for now. Till tomorrow. Till tomorrow. We'll just carry on until tomorrow. The last hobo. Hey, remember the last hobo? Anyway, good night, everybody. God bless you. God bless the Philippines. God bless America. God bless Canada. God bless the world. We want to make sure that everybody becomes extremely wealthy. The only place where we want everybody to become extremely wealthy, the only place that you can become extremely wealthy for each and every one of you because of the reduction in ship circling supply. God bless you. Amen. Bye.